Well, hello there, Taurus. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the 23rd through the 29th of March. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. I have a guiding card for you right now, and it's called Centered. Yeah. So we're talking about staying centered, staying in that special spot in ourselves, which is like right down, right there. And we feel very grounded. We feel very confident and capable and able, and we know who we are, we know what we're doing here, and we know what we need. And if we're getting it, great. If we're not, we need to make new decisions, and we're ready. When we're centered, we can make good decisions no matter what, about what we need, what we want, and what we're supposed to be doing here, all right? So being centered is really important. Very nice. Now then, my better angels want us all to do a little self-care. This month, we want to be getting on with a physical activity situation or a new diet situation. And we got into the habit of the routine of it all when we started out at the beginning of March. And now in the end of March, we're spicing it up. We're picking a new route to go walking. We're adding a little more weight to our backpack if we want to carry weight. We're doing some things that are different, that are going to be very exceptionally helpful to us in the process, okay? So this is so cool, right? We want to enjoy the process and make things better, all right? Cool. The other thing to know is that we also need to, while staying in our lane like we did last month in February, we're going to also in March be looking forward, doing what we got to do, but also keeping an ear out for all the crazy stuff going on outside our bubble, all right? So that we can be aware. All right, we can't react appropriately if we don't know what's happening, okay? So we want to keep an ear out. It doesn't mean we have to get super involved or take it all in to our heart. We need to cipher it out. We take in the information, we filter it, we make sure it's, put it through the checks and balances and make sure what it is, and then we file it appropriately. But we don't let it wash over our whole body. We don't let it wash into our whole head and like freak us out and make us crazy. We need to be able to figure out what we need and what we need to start reacting to, okay? But we are going to start listing up, okay? I feel like in March, somebody's going to try and slip something under the rug. Slide something in, whether it's in pages and pages of small print. That's something that you need to pay attention to, and you don't want to sign anything without knowing what you're signing, okay? Be very cautious signing contracts of any kind, but also just in general, people are going to try putting one over on us now that we're all kind of like, okay, and sometimes we're just plain desensitized to the crazy. So we want to realize that we just like, yeah. Well, only different, this is a different kind of crazy, so we need to be paying attention, okay? Just keep one ear out, like one ear. And then it will help a lot, okay? So let's get into the reading. So we have the 3 cards here. And we are talking about adding some new cards to it. Let's do that, all right? I don't actually have to pick them up. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have three of Wands, and we have the 3 of Wands telling us, yeah, we have all the knowledge base, we have experiences, and we're paying attention to what we've experienced in the past. We're looking to our past to see where we're headed now. This is very cool. I mean, who knew, right? We want to pay attention to all the experiences and let them be a part of our process. It's going to be good, okay? If we don't remember where we came from, we'll just keep repeating those bad mistakes, and it's no fun. Now, the 6 of Swords is here showing us that we want to use our power to help other people this week. We had the 6 of Swords 3 weeks ago. I think we started out helping other people. The fact is, you're going to try and use your power to help other people again. See how you are? You remember how it went in the past, and now you're trying to do it again. Nice. You're going to end up being in charge of the whole darn thing again, so be careful about how that goes, or be ready to proceed accordingly. So maybe whatever that little thing you did a couple of weeks ago was, you're going to do it again. It wouldn't hurt you to do it again. It's just remember the lessons you learned so that you don't have another problem. Make sure you have people to help you in the process. Don't do it alone if you don't have to, okay? Now, the next thing we're talking about is where you're blocked. Your foundation is blocked, so you're not going to be feeling very secure in the process. You're not going to be something about your place in, whether it's your job or your house, isn't feeling very secure right now. Something about it feels a little wonky, okay? Now, I don't know if that's something you can remedy just by doing something different, or maybe this is a result of something that happened last week, and when they said they were going to threaten your job, maybe they really are. Eeks! Sorry, that sucks. That's not great. This Six of Pentacles shows that you don't necessarily have all the finances you need to take care of whatever's going on around you. So, one more time, maybe the reaching out and getting help this time is about you taking care of you. I don't know. There will be an emotional person or somebody bringing you news that will be emotionally based. And that emotionally based information is going to be interestingly timed and cause you to pause and go, because it's going to make you start feeling more stuff even while you're in the middle of working on something. You're totally here working on something that's here for you to help other people, and somebody lays on another layer of, it feels like another layer of negative stuff coming to you, new information that's going to hurt your little heart a little bit more. Sorry, Taurus, that's never what we want to hear. But we do have a double whammy on Judgment, so that's good news. Your solution is a Judgment card. It's telling me that you can make good decisions in this moment. So do the right thing, delegate what you need to, don't take on anything more than you have to. Know that you have a double whammy of Judgment, so this is Judgment times 2, which says I think it squares, you know? It goes from just what Judgment and just a Judgment to Judgment squared. So it's exponentially bigger and better and brighter, right? Because you're smarter. You know everything that's going on. You've been around the block. You've seen these people in action before. You've seen how they interact in the universe. And it really sucks when people use their power and they like grab people by the short and curlies, which is not really cool, you know? It's inappropriate to threaten people when they're in the middle of maybe not wanting to work for free. I mean, really, what? So it's important that we repeat those things back to them so they actually hear themselves. And then, of course, your solution, the final card in your solution is the Star, which shows that there is a new beginning, a new opportunity, or actually the completion of work. Sorry about that. This is about the completion of work. Hard work is over. You've already done the hardest work. So I feel like this stuff you're working on over here is actually going to come together with all your very good judgment and be done. All the hardest work will be over, and now you'll get into the easier part of it. Maybe you've done the hunting and the gathering of the stuff, and now you just have to go and get the vehicle and whatnot, or maybe you've done the delivery and everything else, and you remember to put out a tip jar for gas and whatnot. It's not a tip jar, it's a gas jar. So you put out the gas jar, and now the vehicle is totally rented and paid for, and you don't even have to worry about that. And it's good. So now you're in a position to do this charity work or this thing that you want to do to help other people, and it won't cause you anything more than physical energy. And that is good news, because you're using all your good judgment right now. Do very good for yourself at the same time as doing good for others, all right? Self-care, remember, we talked about that. Now then, we're going to get a message from the Cosmic Oracle cards, because the cosmos wants to say, hey, what do they want to say? What do you want for Taurus? How can you help Taurus now? It's right here. All right. So what we have here for Taurus is find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. Oh my. All right. So we are going to try and take everything a little bit on the chin. We're going to chuckle a bit. We're going to laugh at the silly stuff. We're going to stop being quite so serious. One of the great truths of life is that when everything goes sideways, we still find ways to make jokes. And it isn't that we're not being serious or we're not, it's that sometimes the pain caused by the reality of the situation is so heavy, the only way to get through it is to laugh a little, right? If you look at people who make jokes about cancer and what happens when you're in cancer treatment, they're trying to make light of what normally is for a cancer patient. And those cancer patients are laughing because they have to, and they want to release the frustration, the anger, the intensity, and the fear, and the anxiety of all the things that are going on around them. And that's what laughter does. It's very healing. So allow for the healing to take place. Allow for the healing to replace the sincerity and the seriousness of the situation. So find ways to chuckle, find ways to laugh, find anything, even if it's just putting weird, silly things hanging off the back of your truck that make people chuckle when they see you go by. It's okay. It's all right. Laughing is healing, okay? So when you find yourself wanting to be a little bit lighter, it's okay. It's healing. You're healing your heart. And that is very important. All right, let's get you a pocket full of rocks. Okay. All right, we have hematite, dun, dun, dun. We have blue calcite, and we have malachite. All right. Hematite, you've had that a couple of times, and hematite is all about having a very good grounding stone that also reflects away negativity, but it also reflects away, it mirrors back to people what they're saying, what they're doing, and how they're acting, okay? So when people get a little too up in your face, you need to reflect it back to them so they can see what they're doing and like, oh. And if you need to have a comical mirror laying around that you just hold that up to them and let them see themselves, they'll immediately know what you're saying. It's like, oh, look at yourself, bunny. You're acting kind of cray-cray. We're here to have a good time. Let's do that now, all right? So I think they'll get it and they'll understand and appreciate the moment, okay? Now then, malachite is on your third chakra stone, and it's all about your feelings, your emotions, and at least that's what I was taught, is your emotions, your feelings, and your personal history all live in, your memories all live here in your third chakra. And malachite is like a roto-rooter that will go into that area and like jackhammer out some stuff, okay? So you're gonna have some interesting new thoughts come up. I want you to approach them with care and realize that they are there to help you. These old memories, they could be ones that are also limiting beliefs. They could be your own limiting beliefs. They could be other people's limiting beliefs, or just another moment where you felt like you weren't being appreciated by somebody that you cared about, okay? And maybe you thought that was what was going on, okay? And then I want you to talk it through, okay? This is blue calcite. You're going to be all up in charge of the situation here, which is good because we show the 9 of Swords. Past experiences helping you in the process. Past experiences helping you in the process. So speak clearly. Let the blue calcite do its job in your 5th chakra, your throat chakra, and let you speak clearly to people about what they can and cannot do to help you. And then keep it light if you possibly can. Keep it light if you can. Because yes, doing the work you're doing is helping, but we can get too serious and too harsh with folks who are trying to help out, which isn't the intention. It's just to try and get it done and not be there all darn day, right? So keeping it light. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, good. I'm going to put these stones down right here. You don't have to carry those stones if you don't want to, Taurus, but if you do want to, let me know how it goes for you, all right? Put it in the comments below. Come back on Wednesday after carrying it for 3 days. And if you want to carry different stones, put those in the comments below. Let me know how they are working for you. I appreciate it so much. I will respond because I don't have a team, just me. So it's good. And the other thing to know is that if you haven't liked and subscribed, which is completely free, there's no charge for any of this, please do. I really appreciate it. And it helps my little channel grow. I appreciate every single one of you so very much. If you haven't come out to meet me at Faire yet, please do. I would love to meet you in person. It's exciting, it's fun, and there's always a turkey leg waiting for you, all right? So by all means, check my schedule and see where I'll be when, and I will see you next month, which is next week, when we talk about April, all right? Thank you so much, Taurus.